I'm gonna show you how you can get yourself a music production set up for less than $300, or if you're in my country, that's gonna be 5,000 rand. Because every time I post my setup, I get a lot of comments from people who genuinely believe that they need exactly what I have in order to make music, and that's simply not the case. In fact, I would argue that I made way more music when I didn't have this setup. The products mentioned in this video can be found in the description below. There's gonna be Amazon links for my US audience and Takealot links for my South African audience, because that's the two countries where the majority of my viewers are. But if you're not in any of those countries, let me know where you're watching from so I can be inclusive in the future. Also, for this video, I'm gonna assume that you already have a laptop. What I have here is a MacBook, but you can use either Mac or Windows. It really doesn't matter. There's free music production software for both of them. For Mac, there's GarageBand, and for Windows, there's Cakewalk. Okay, let's go. For the audio interface, I went with the Behringer UM2. It's a great place to start for beginners. It has two inputs for recording. One is for the instrument and one is for the microphone. And it also has two outputs for your speakers. It comes in at $50 in the States, and then in South Africa, it's gonna be 1,300 rand. Now that's a great price if you consider that my current audio interface costs around $200. On top of all of that, the UM2 comes with a free software that you can use to record music called Traction 4. The microphone. For this option, I went with the Samsung CO1. It's a great condenser microphone that you can use to record your vocals or acoustic instruments. At only $62 or 1,100 rand, it's very affordable and won't break the bank. It comes with a protective case, a boom arm, a pop filter, and a cable. I've actually used this microphone before and it sounds nice. Now, speakers tend to be one of the most expensive items in a studio, and even if we could find speakers in this budget, they still wouldn't be good enough to mix music on, and for that reason, we're gonna go with studio headphones instead. These will give you a relatively flat response, which will be great for production, recording, and more especially mixing your music. For this build, we're gonna go with the Audio-Technica M20Xs. I actually use the same brand, just a different model, and these are a great pair of headphones. They go for around $70 or 1,400 rand, and considering that studio headphones can go as high as 1,000 USD or even more, this is a great price for what they offer. If you can get your song to sound good on these, then it's gonna sound good anywhere else. But if you opt to buy cheap speakers instead, then you're gonna find it difficult to get a mix that can sound good on other speakers. And lastly, this is a nice to have, but it's not completely necessary: a MIDI keyboard. If you think that you don't need one, then you can either save the money or invest in an upgrade in one of the products that I mentioned in this video. The perfect keyboard that I went with is the Akai LPK25. It's the same size as my MPK Mini, it just doesn't have the knobs and the pads. It has 25 velocity sensitive keys that can allow you to take your melodies from here to your speakers. It goes for $55 or 1,200 rand. Compared to my MPK Mini, which usually goes for around $120, this is a steal. There you have it then, a complete setup for under $300. It might not be the most advanced, but it's a great place to start. Hope you got some value from this video, and thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.